Shoot. I hope you're having a good day. Because my day going well. And for this live stream right here, I will be talking about the Ant-Man Quantum Realm movie that I saw. Because like some of the stuff the critics said, in my opinion, if y'all want to argue with me based on the critics, everything like that, there's some people think it's positive, some people think it's negative. But I'm talking about the positive, the negative, and some stuff in between. And for the thing about it, in this movie, it's not that much positive. It's a little bit positive, but that's what it's not that much. It's not that much, in my opinion, of positive. And stuff like that. In my opinion, that just me, in my opinion, I don't think that it just that it's a lot of positive in the movie. It is some positive in this movie because the thing about it, some of these critics and stuff like that be like Captain, in my opinion. And that's kind of like, in my opinion, what I don't like sometimes. Because think about it, shoot, shoot, man. I saw this movie. The movie wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't groundbreaking. It sounded like some people were saying online, and some hush up barcode
Hey,
that I saw the Ant-Man the Wasp movie Quantum Realm.
right.
Man, I
It's not
wasted my
good.
money.
Yeah.
I look at the movie. I look at the movie, and,
Yeah.
and, and, and just
It
for
looked good,
any
but it's not good.
and just for anybody up in here who just try to come at me, then just try to say I'm just a DC fanboy. I just gotta tell y'all, I look at the movie already, and I saw it. I saw the whole movie, and and
Okay.
some and some of your predictions that you had that sound like the tone and stuff, like they said, the last screen, just wanted to match it up
Right.
with the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Those tones was all over the place,
Right. Yeah.
and and, it sounded like the characters that was in the first Ant-Man and stuff like that. Some of the characters had changed.
That's true. Yeah.
Characteristics had changed about
Yeah. Right.
it.
Yeah.
Because right, like in this movie,
Mm-hmm.
Duff for Ant-Man, everybody they can go to the quantum realm. The daughter, the
Mm-hmm.
daughter and Hank Pym
Look different.
just were working on a quantum realm machine behind everybody back. I say that's not Hank Pym.
No.
Be, because the character Hank Pym, he would tell everybody just what he doing. He would he would
Yeah.
tell Tony, Mr. Fantastic, everybody just what he doing.
Yeah.
Unless it's some kind of secret project, something like that, that would help everybody. That's what going to the quantum realm. He
Right.
would
Yeah.
call for Reed Richards. He would call for Reed Richards before he called for Ant Man daughter, which don't make no sense in my opinion. And,
That's true. Yeah. It does not make sense at all for it. Yeah. That makes sense at all.
and kind of like for me,
Right.
shoot, I've got to look at some of these critics reviews and stuff like that updated on right there on
Mm-hmm.
these reviews. It
Yeah.
talk about some. It's like Star Wars. It's nothing like Star Wars. It
No.
just like
Yeah.
a basic MCU movie, just with a new world in it. That's it.
Yeah. That's it for
It
them.
it just it just like a basic movie,
Yeah.
and kind of like the dumb thing that and the kind of dumb thing I learned to also
The plot. The plot for it.
and,
Right.
and yeah, and this the next thing that I don't get by the third movie,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all probably can tell me that just the old Wasp, Michelle Pfeiffer, who's supposed to be in this one,
Right.
she kept a secret just for everybody. I said, wait a minute now. That's not the Wasp character to just to keep a big secret like that, just for everybody like that.
Yeah, right.
And especially like secret stuff like Kane, sound like a sound like an evil dictator. That's not her.
Yeah,
And this is my opinion about it because the thing about it, is she knew, in my opinion, that a big old dictator down there and Kang, an evil man down there, just would
yeah,
take over the quantum realm and stuff like that. Why didn't she tell Ant-Man? Why did she tell Iron Man, Thor, or nobody to help her?
I don't know if she can handle it, something, but I don't know, probably that.
Man, she can't beat Kang because she just a was. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, I mean, the story not based into
Because she don't.
their fight. I mean, yeah,
Because the thing about it, that she don't got no power to handle Kang by herself.
yeah,
If she would have brought help, sound like Iron Man, he could have brought she could have brought the Hawk with her. Anybody,
yeah,
anybody else that could help her. She could, she
collaborate.
could even just brought Loki, and Loki, because we on that Loki wanted to atone for the female Loki did, remember?
Yeah, right, yeah,
And she could have brought him in it.
right.
Kevin, I do not know up in there what Kevin Feige doing.
I don't know, right,
It,
dumb for it.
we could have snuck in this movie,
What
seeing
the?
like that she was being a hoe
Mm-hmm.
just for all 30 years
Yeah,
down in the quantum realm. Just how some of the side characters were talking,
yep,
and plus even she said on the doing more talk song, I had needs. This me. Why in the world would you have time to have sex with somebody and plus an evil dictator is going it just going after you because you wouldn't have no time to do it.
yeah,
Be, because you wouldn't because you would not have no time just for romance or anything like that.
yeah,
Is
right,
some kind of dictator, some dictator just like Cain, who try to find you day and night. Why is that even on your mind? Which don't make no sense
I,
in my opinion.
yeah. Everything that makes sense, even the plot that makes sense. Very stupid, but you can't fight not do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and guess what the bad thing about the plot is? Tell us on Kane tell us on he need Ant-Man help to steal something. I said, wait a
for
minute now.
what?
That's not a Kane characteristic. Because look at it
No,
on Kane.
don't need
Kane
help
like to do
though.
stuff himself,
Right,
and that's not him. Because you look at the comic books, he did he did not trust nobody to do nothing unless it was one of his trusted generals, just who he know, just from the comic books.
right.
Ain't none of these people one of his in trusted generals. And for the thing about it, um, Cassie was disrespectful in this movie, bro. That his daughter is disrespectful because think about it, she got arrested. She
Right.
got let go. She got let go because of her father influence and stuff like that of being an Avenger. And because she got the nerve to say, "Tell some, what was you doing all these years?" I said, he was trapped in the quantum realm, and plus, thing about it, after he got out, he
Hmm.
saved the universe with Tony and
I mean,
everybody.
yeah, I
What did
mean,
you
he's
do?
now by a. You know, sorry.
And kind of like the bad thing about it, that that it seemed like the actress like Cassie just was recasting like
Yeah, 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 recast, yeah. You can even tell the old cat, the old actress who played as in games, yeah.
they should have kept the old one.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's kind of bad thing that I don't like half of the time coming from the MCU because the MCU think that you can just recast people and people won't notice.
people
Guess what?
would know this, but yeah,
Yeah, and kind of like the MCU sound like the Thor friends from the first to the second to the third one, they done got recast. I
Yeah,
said, wait a minute, that how many recasts that y'all doing?
probably more than like 10 at least, I'm guessing.
And that's kind of the bad thing that I don't like half of the time. That they're dealing with the MCU because you can like the first batch of cast members that was in the first movie,
Hmm.
man. So you never know with the MCU if they're gonna recast them or not.
Yeah,
And that's kind of like the bad thing about it. And some of these TikTokers and stuff like that, who supposed to be comic book people, they is actually defending this movie
yeah,
and knowing that that's not Kane characteristics.
that's
I
true.
don't, I don't, I don't get it. And these were the same TikTokers, and these were the same TikTokers that would give DC movies a hard way to go.
Yeah,
I just don't get the,
the
I just
mindset
don't get
behind
the
it.
flip. Yeah, yeah, because shit, they just a DC movie and anything else like that, man,
It'll be totally
shucks.
different.
It would have been, man, I'm suckers would have been saying, the
Right.
editing wasn't right, the story wasn't right,
Yeah.
it wasn't like the comic books. I said, wait a minute now, that ain't you the same one who defended a Marvel movie just because it wasn't
Yeah.
part of the comic books? And when you try to bring it up to them, they will block you. I bet you that too. I bet them suckers will block you.
Yeah. Definitely.
It, it,
Yeah.
be, because you bring up just their hypocrisy they got half of the time. Them suckers
Hmm.
just will block you. They will say tell some he's a hater. They will try to post your comment on a TikTok or some this person hating. I say,
Yeah.
how's that hating? And as soon you just respond to them on YouTube or TikTok, they be the same ones trying to drama around and talk some this person right here don't know when to let go. But you post my comment though, just for a video. You
Yeah.
expect me to do stand there and
No.
just not say nothing? Because such, I'm just going to respond.
Yep.
And half of the TikTokers I notice, half of them is just Marvel. It just MCU and Marvel and Marvel people. It's what I learned about
That's
most of
it.
them.
Yeah. That's what for me it just see people putting very bad on it. That's it. Very bad. Even the comments too.
Yeah. Because they with me, shoot, I'm Marvel and DC. I'm both.
I mean,
I'm
yeah.
both.
Yeah.
And put the thing about it, shoot, so that put me in the middle of a whole lot of comic book wars. When somebody asks me, which one you is DC and Marvel, I say both, and then they get mad at me on both
If
sides.
there is a in the middle, that's it. Yeah. I'm in the middle. That's it. Yeah.
Man, those suckers then just get mad at me when I
Like,
say I'm in the middle.
why? What? Yeah.
Because they expect you to choose one side or another. I say I can't choose one side or another and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Both like so be in the middle. So both like
Yeah,
it. There was no conflict.
yeah, shoot. That's what I learned. Because you got to be able to
Respect
you got to
both
be able to
sides.
to choose each one on each side
Right. Yeah.
and stuff like that. And that's kind of like the bad thing that some people just done forgot. So that's what I think. Sometimes I think some people just get so big sometimes on social media and stuff like that, they
Right.
forget that you still could be in the middle.
Yep.
And and that would get me just some haters, and they don't want to go to my channel and challenge my points of view because they know me. I'm with Marvel at sometimes with certain things they do. I'm with DC at certain times.
Right.
If DC, if DC, in my opinion, just doing something wrong, I would say it. If Marvel doing something wrong, I would say it. But the problem comes in is like when you criticize a Marvel product, them suckers come for you. Because the
Yeah.
thing about it, shoot, shucks, I put on TikTok one time that that shucks, I'm just being on. I just said that that Black Panther one was better than two. Who? I said on a live one time or somebody live.
Right.
Boy, boy, they was defending Black Panther two so much. I said, wait a minute now. I didn't say Black Panther two sucked
No.
like like I really meant it
No,
because think about
the first one's better than the second one. It's
yeah.
better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the thing about it, shoot, it did what it really asked me, shoot, just that question, if it's sucking that, I would have said, yep,
Yeah.
because the Black Panther 2, you could have tell the agenda all throughout that movie,
Right.
and kind of like for me, shoot, I'm not the kind of person who try to look for agendas. It's just right from your face. That's the problem,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that's the whole problem I got with the MCU half of the time. That like they know like they know in your opinion that sound like the movie not good, the storytelling not good, but the MCU just won't correct it. Seem like in my opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry
What's
about
going
that, guys.
And no
on? Oh,
worries.
oh, you good? I saw the Antman Quantum Mania movie.
Yeah,
Those critics was actually hyping it up just for no reason because I saw the movie. That
yeah.
that that on the special effects is nowhere just like Star Wars, not like that. It's not.
So,
It's
so did they actually do pretty good with the movie?
the storytelling that at certain parts it was good, but the thing is when they got inside the quantum realm and stuff like that, they really didn't explain that good. Just until the post credits at the end.
You know, all right. With the quantum realm, it kind of reminds me of like, like the Speed Force, kind of.
No,
And
this the thing though. That on this the thing. On the Walls lady, Ben did before. She didn't never tell nobody what was in it. She kept it a secret, and and, and,
Yep.
and, and and that don't make no sense just for her character.
Yeah, that's true. At least the writing sucks.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
But can't fight you for that one. I mean, yeah.
because think about the on the first half of the movie make the second half look bad because you look at the first half of the movie that just the older Walsh lady she should have told everybody about the quantum realm and what's in it and plus the other thing that just that make no sense it sound like Hank Pym and Paul Rudd daughter Cassie just were working on a quantum realm signal and because we all know that Paul Rudd daughter is not that smart in the comic books. She like a regular person.
Okay.
And they made her so smart she could have worked with Hank Pym. And we all know that Hank Pym is a genius.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense, in my opinion.
If anything, they at least give the daughter some street smarts.
She had that because she got arrested at the beginning of the movie just for sprinkling a cop car.
Oh, so she was doing like her dad shenanigans basically.
Even worse.
Oh shit.
The thing about it, her dad never just got caught. Remember, it took Hank
Right.
Pym to catch him. Remember that
Yeah.
she got caught. That's the difference. Because you
Okay.
remember they said during the Avengers movie, it took Hank Pym to catch him just with a trap and stuff like that because he was one of the best thieves.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That um
Uh,
but the thing about it his daughter is disrespectful in the car that once he bailed her out without no charges and stuff like that she got the nerve to tell him about some what you ever do besides save the world. I'll save I'll save universes. What are you talking about? What you did? Because think about sure
Right.
because that disrespectful to tell your father what you ever do. Come on now. That don't make no
Yeah.
sense.
All right. Wow. So yeah, they're still doing that agenda thing, blaming it on the dads.
Yeah. Yeah, because you look at the first half of the movie and stuff like that, you can tell that she not grateful just for getting out of jail and stuff like that. What she
I'll have
should
to actually watch it tomorrow because tomorrow's like a $5 day.
be because you're not missing very much.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
because the best parts that go
it's
by
end credits.
the third part in the movie and the end, the post credits. That's it. The first half
That's
of
it.
the
Oh,
movie,
okay.
that on the first half of the movie,
Modok is good. Yeah, that's it. And the end credits scene.
and plus the Modok character is not even a Modok just for the comic books.
He's from the villain from first Ant-Man movie. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
and
that good
that
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and plus we all know Modok is a scientist, a smart
right,
scientist that's smarter than that man that been up in the first movie,
right.
the
Yeah.
Ant-Man. He was a scientist, experimental just with himself, just with the heart blood. He did not went inside the quantum realm and change into Modok, which don't make no sense. Because you married the game that just the Avengers game, the new one, the game or something like that, just a Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
That the cutscenes that just how he got changed or something like that. He sounded like he used a super soldier serum just on himself, and that's how he turned into Modok and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But this movie just bypassed all that and just disrespect his origin.
Oh shit.
Because you waiting on comic book stuff in this movie. Shucks, you waiting on a long time. You waiting a long time. That all stuff for the special effects dealing with the quantum realm and stuff like that. It looked decent, but the thing is, it's not like Star Wars level movie.
Okay.
It's it's not like Star Wars level of special effects. It's like the sequel trilogy one, but the older one is much better.
Okay. Yeah. So we
And
can actually still agree that no matter what, Endgame is still gonna be the best MCU movie there ever was, right?
I mean, just yeah, but
yeah,
with some editing. I
yeah,
mean, to Ant-Man. I mean, yeah, that's it. But yeah,
yeah,
that's it. Yeah, but it's good. Some special
Because
effects. And I mean,
I know a little bit of it was still pandering to the agenda and stuff, but we can't all ignore that because
right.
everyone was coming together to stop Thanos.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But the problem is in this movie, you supposed to be like introducing a Thanos like character and Kang and put the scene like Kang is asking everybody else to do stuff for him. And that's not his character.
Yeah, it's not he's portrayed as in comics. I mean,
Because you know Kang just would do stuff himself. Because think about it, he he wouldn't have went to the old wars and just asked her to do stuff. That wouldn't happen.
that's never happened.
Yeah.
Because we know the King character that's up in the comic books and stuff like that. That he is
Yeah.
arrogant. He,
Right.
he's an arrogant character, and he will never ask the wall slave for help or just to steal something from him. And plus, you look at some of the things in this movie. Um, Paul Rudd,
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, in my opinion, he did good.
Right.
He's not the problem. Paul
No,
Rudd
it's
and Wash Lady,
portrayed the
those
kid
two,
though.
yeah, those two characters not the problem. Jonathan Majors, he did good. It just what the Marvel people gave him to work with.
Yes,
Yeah.
portray as a character. That's
He
why.
did
That's
good with the Marvel people gave him to work with. He's not
yeah.
gonna
Just
find
portray
you.
the character. That's it. Yeah.
My problem is with Hank Pym, the daughter, and plus the mother. Because those three, they're just the main problem in this movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Because thing about the mother didn't tell Hank Pym that about the quantum realm, and and for the other two things, it sounds like the daughter and Hank Pym is working on the signal to go to the quantum realm without them figuring out a plan, just just in case things go wrong, and for them way to go back home.
Yeah.
Oh.
They didn't have a backup plan. They didn't have a backup plan at all once they got to the quantum realm, and and
Okay.
that's and that's my problem because they might as scientists, you should always have a plan B because we all know this.
Yes.
Yep.
Just in case the first thing go wrong, and you usually have a plan B and C.
Right.
Unless something up in that realm it's messing with your plan B and C, that's the only way you might not have a plan. If something else is messing with it, something like Kane character or something like that, I would understand that if some kind of Hank Pym has some kind of machine to go back home, but the signal just was going jam because of the Kane territory and stuff like that. That would have
Yeah.
been like a good way that for them to be stuck every time that because Kane not just take over territories and he don't want nobody to leave. He w-
Yeah.
he would have jammers just for people to not to be able to leave that um universe,
Right.
Right.
and that would make more sense than the one I saw in this movie. Because you look at this movie, you will be seeing flaws. You will seeing like characteristics that you don't see in the comic books and stuff like that, or just in the movies and stuff like that. Just for the last movie,
Yeah.
you be questioning a whole you be questioning a whole lot of stuff. Sound like I was because I would question it. I said, wait a minute now. The Cassie, the daughter, she disrespectful. They just boost her brain power to physics level. I don't know how they did that.
Hmm.
They just boost her power level up, and
Hmm.
plus they just boost her brain power up just to be able to hang with Hank Pym, which is not possible because you look at the comic books and stuff like that. Look at the comic books and look at her. No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
because think about it. I saw Ant-Man 1 and also Ant-Man 2. She did not went to college or nothing. It did not say that did should it did not say that she went to MIT. They did not say she went to college. They did not say that she was studying herself to become a physicist or something like that. They just gave it to her without earning it.
Oh, okay.
And that's my bad thing about it. It sounds like if she puts a smart person that at at least show her going to school for about a year or two or something like that, then you cut back to the movie, and that would have made some type of similar sense. Did the reason why that she could hang with Hank Pym a little bit, and that would have been me. That sound like just show her at a college going to school for science and physics and stuff like that, and that would make more sense than just the reason why that she's so smart, and for the reason why she able to help Hank Pym build that quantum realm machine, which don't make no sense in my opinion. Of my opinion, Talk how
Yeah,
many
that's fair.
and it kind of the bad thing in my opinion. Multiverse Talk the Hank Pym didn't even know what the quantum realm was until Endgame. And how was he able to build a machine in less than a year to be able to just send signals down there without showing a montage, just how he got to that point. But
All right. What about I think it was Antman and the Wasp, the second one, when
yeah,
Paul Rudd's character got trapped in the quantum realm, wasn't
yeah,
it? And he was trapped there for that entire year or 5 years.
it was 5 years.
Yeah, he was
Hank,
trapped in there for 5 years.
Hank Pym, Hank Pym or the wash lady could not figure out just how to get him out. It took a rat to do it.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, understand your. I actually do see that. See what you're saying too now by me analyzing and going back analyzing through remembering what happened in the past movies and
yeah,
all that. And there like it's like you said, there is no way that Hank Pym or even his daughter would be even able to know about what you're saying, basically.
yeah, yeah. Because you look at it, um, not even the wife knew how to get in. She just accidentally did it. She didn't plan that when she got trapped in it because you made the first Ant-Man movie. They said that she was trapped in it because she accidentally did an experiment, something like that. In the first Ant-Man movie, uh, and kind of like the bad thing, in my opinion about that is it
Yeah.
sounds like she didn't even know how to get in and get out that universe, and she was wrong in my opinion, when she didn't tell everybody else what was in the quantum realm and kept it a secret because because think about it, we know that's not her characteristic up in the comic books because she would tell her friends and stuff like that about the quantum realm, and that's kind of thing that I don't get the reason why they changed that characteristic about her though, which don't make no sense. In my opinion, it don't. And plus, you notice like some of the bigger reviewers be saying talk some it's something like Star Wars. It's a ride. I
Yeah.
say no, no, it's not. It's not a ride.
No,
It
it
is
isn't.
a regular story. Because they hype up all the movies like that just for MCU. I say, come on now, dog, man. Should tell me, man. Just tell me straight if it's good or not. Don't try to tell me it's just a ride. Don't try to tell me it's all that. Just tell me my opinion if it's good or not.
Right, exactly. Which I understand that too.
And and that's kind of like my problem with it because thing about shoot, because I'm about to go back to Rotten Tomatoes just to see how many people lied again and say this movie good because we know that it about to be a whole lot of capping going on. Just dealing with that website because we know that Disney owns some of it, and kind of like the bad thing about the and kind of like the bad thing about reviewing Disney movies sometimes, and you a critic that got access, you can't even tell the truth just about some of the stuff, even if you want to. If Disney just got a contract with you or something like that. Oh shucks, that just by the critics got 47%, and just by the audience, it went for 89 to 84. It went down 5 points. This might go down to like 70 some percent by the time month come because it's what if it went from
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, if it went from 84 to that, mean that it is a lot more people that's going onto our side of things and stuff like that.
Right.
And just seeing the bias inside the critics and stuff like that. And finally, shoot, it's people that's not that just not blinded by the Disney how can I say this? They're not blinded by the Disney just by the Disney logo when they see a movie because they're able to see it as a movie itself. And kind of like one of the critics has said, let me see, that, wait a minute now. This person kept. If you go to the Rotten Tomato site on the critic site, that one the person that did Fresh, Winley May, she said a superhero epic of gargantuan purpose. Ain't nobody was big in this movie except for one person. A epic gargantuan purpose that overwhelms and overstimulates, but still managed to. This lady lied. This lady lied. It was not no kind of a lot of emotions in this movie. She talking something, but
So I take it that most of the actors in there were acting like they didn't put their emotions in it.
Jonathan Majors did. Paul Rudd at some parts did. The Walsh lady, she kind of walked through it.
Yeah.
Hank Pym, he walked through it. The daughter, uh, in between. That just the only plus the only two people that did good was Paul Rudd and Jonathan Majors. Those two, and plus the
Yeah.
Walsh lady. I like her a little bit. The Walsh lady, Paul Rudd, and Jonathan Majors. Those the only three I like. Besides the aliens that this movie, some of them I like them. Some of them. And that's not up in an Ant-Man movie. That's not a high bar to reach. Just to like doing the movie. That's not a high bar to reach up in an Ant-Man movie. And kind of like next person, James Bernardini, he said the narrative is pedestrian, but offer enough flashes and general awareness for those who prefer to sit back and absorb. Wait a minute now. This man telling me to sit back and turn my brain off and just not use my critical thinking.
Yeah.
This is the MCU. We got the critical thinking in these movies.
I
We got
understand that.
because the next movie just got the because the next movie and show it just got to refer to something that happened in this movie. If we don't look at it and just absorb it, come on, that don't make no sense. I just don't get it.
I understand that.
And this said Quantum Mania had greater stakes and grandeur more than the lighthearted previous chapters of the Ant-Man saga. That's that because the best Ant-Man movie I see is the first one. The best one, the first one. And this franchise multiverse,
Yeah.
the best this one is Ant-Man the first one, then Quantum Mania second, then the second Ant-Man the Wasp is third.
Okay.
That's kind of
I
like that.
understand that.
Yeah, that's kind of like if you put the Ant-Man saga as a whole, as you see it right now at the Quantum Mania is number two. The Ant-Man the Wasp is number three, and Ant-Man in the first one is the best one.
Okay.
And kind of like for everybody who looking at this, who think I'm hating on the MCU, I'm not. I am not saying that this movie is the worst thing ever. I'm not like that. I'm not like the radical people.
We
Um,
we all we're just actually just wanting movies that actually bring entertainment to us.
Yeah, yeah, entertainment and plus the story makes sense since everything else
Yep,
like that.
exactly.
And plus this person, Tim Greaserson, said the quantum mania had greater. Wait a minute now, that's kind of a lie right there.
Is that off of which, bro?
No, that off of Rotten Tomatoes,
Oh,
the
Rotten
website.
Tomatoes.
Yeah,
Okay.
when you go on the website, just go towards the bottom, and you can see the people who give it fresh reviews and people who give it
The
rotten
audience
reviews.
review.
And kind of like the person Wendy ID just by Zorbro the UK. She said the film main asset is Jonathan Majors as the Conqueror. His performance with his velvet soft lines delivers, and for the unfathomable boundless rage is the manu is the magnetic core of this like I was saying incoherent effects which don't make no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Incoherent, incoherent stuff. This and I was right because you look that and I was right. I was right. My prediction was right when I say that Jonathan Majors was going to be the best character in this movie. When I look at this movie, Jonathan Majors was the best thing in this movie. And she said that incoherent effects dump a movie. And I was right. You know, and that means special effects wasn't good throughout the movie. And that was true through some of it. I give her that. And this from the United Kingdom newspaper, Observer. And for this other person from San Diego Rita, he said, and yet there it is, that thought and overarching, overwhelming, and I didn't feel a thing. Like I was saying, if you look at this movie and how the third act went, it's time for a character who puts to be like an Avengers level threat. You did not, you did not feel that Kang could have win this fight once the battle started and
Yeah.
everything. And do you want to know how Kang got beat?
How?
Kang got beat by ants.
Seriously?
You ain't see it on TikTok?
I guess I haven't seen any like stuff. No, I haven't seen anything on TikTok
And
on
and
the movie.
and I saw the movie, and that's what I look at it. It's even worse. It's even worse when you look at it in theaters. I say, this man got beat by ants. He got conquered by ants, and he puts to be an Avengers number threat. This got to be a lie.
Wow.
Because the thing about it, they had to put it that way because the movie was named Ant-Man and the Wasp because that's what you know. I'm asking, where in the world was Doctor Strange? That his job in it to straighten out the timeline and stuff, right? To help with it.
Yeah.
They did even try to put him in the movie. And plus, you look at the post credit scenes. That's kind of like the best thing out of this whole movie.
Yeah.
That on the post credit scenes had somebody that's from that's gonna be up in the future. Do
Okay.
you want to know who it is?
Yeah, I'm actually curious.
Doctor Doom.
Doom?
Yeah, the man with the mask, the silver
Yeah.
mask, Doctor Doom. Yeah, And for the thing about it, if you gotta bring in Doctor Doom, we gotta need a whole new Black Panther. Because we know Shuri just can't do it.
No.
Because I like the Shuri character, everything like that. But we need a T'Challa since we know that's such that's such a big old Doctor Doom coming. So we need a T'Challa up in that movie. It's what we need.
Yeah.
Because think about it, people might not like me saying it, but that's what we need to recast a new Black Panther and movie and stuff like that. And and kind of like this lady from moviefreak.com, she said Ant-Man Return is notable for the villains and not a lot more. Meaning this sequel shrinks into the back of the memory rather quickly, disappearing into the multiversal content of Void. Void almost as if it never existed in the first place. That's sad. That's sad. A 2 hour movie, and the best part of the movie is the ending in the post-credit scene. That's sad.
Yeah.
That's sad because you shouldn't be saying this about a movie. Because you shouldn't be saying that this movie is just forgettable after you watch it. Be, be, because that movie should be fresh up in your head and stuff like that. That shouldn't be forgettable. And kind of like for me, in my opinion, on up in the third Ant-Man movie, this should have put an Ant-Man villain in it, not no King of the Conqueror.
Besides, who? All right. Can do you know all of Ant-Man's like villains?
I knew some of them, and some of them was the Fantastic Four villains, and that's why they used to work together. Some of the
Oh
time.
yeah. Yeah.
It sound like Mordok is a Fantastic Four and plus an Ant-Man villain. Remember, he kind of
Yep.
like he kind of like both. Like if you look at
You
it,
know, I think I can say this about the MCU. They're actually not respecting Stanley's work
yeah,
because I
yeah,
know, in truth, Stanley actually had some actual plans that that they were actually supposed to do, but now since Kathleen, whoever is running the show,
yeah.
besides Kevin
And
Feige,
yeah, and some of
they're
Ant-Man villains
interviewing.
is Ultron. That's yeah, yeah. That's one of his villains. Ultron's one of them,
Yeah.
and plus Crossfire is one of his villains.
Mhm.
Radioactive Man, I didn't even see him yet. Taskmaster is one of his villains,
Yeah.
but it made a female,
All right.
which is not in the comic books. It's some
Right. Your audio's going out, bro.
Because they could have like ghosts. They could have had ghosts. They could have had Taskmaster in that movie. Yeah, and and put they say ghosts is also just an Iron Man villain too.
Oh yeah.
That's what they said. They say ghost is an Iron villain, and the plus and put it said they got Taskmaster. They could have put Tom Holland Spider Man the first two movies.
Right.
What wrong with doing that just for the Ant-Man? Because it kind of seemed like that to me, in my opinion, it, it, is that Kevin Feige don't
Right.
I hate when that Wi-Fi act up on me, man. I hate when that Wi-Fi act up
Um.
like that. And and kind of like when you notice just for DC make their movies and stuff like that, DC make their movies close to the comic books, or at least try
Exactly.
accurate to the thing, at least that accurate
Even
to the
even
comic
the
books and to the
Arrowverse.
movie.
Yeah. Even the Arrowverse was trying to do at least borrow stuff from the source material too.
Yeah, yeah,
But they put their own
yeah, and
twist
those are
on
great
it.
other
That's
villains too.
why
That also be
people loved like the Arrow and the Flash so much, and Legends of
yeah.
Tomorrow and
They like Green.
Supergirl.
Those are the only three. Those are the only three. Supergirl, they're just like the
Yeah,
first season of it. It's just
yeah,
like the
I have to agree
first
with
season, and and plus the first two seasons. That's the only one that people like. Third, fourth, and fifth. People really didn't like some of the storyline they
Well,
went with.
well, in order for like Elseworld to be fully done, you had to watch both Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl for that crossover.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I had to
And
binge
also,
to look
don't
at it.
forget in Crisis, you had to go Supergirl, Batwoman, or Batgirl, or Batwoman, and then it
Yeah,
went Flash, then Arrow, then Legends as being the five-parter for
okay.
Crisis on Infinity Earths.
Yeah,
Don't get me
because shit,
wrong,
that
Crisis
was the
on
only reason why
Infinity
I look
Earth
at
was
Batman.
phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah, but the thing about Batwoman is sound like shoot. They made that show so SJW. They made the show such a hating show that
Yeah,
they they put politics. They put politics in the show, and but that's why they got the show canceled.
yep,
They they got the show canceled because that's what they didn't try to go with source material because that's what they did to go with source material. They would never put that show on, put that character on TV. They would have put it up in a movie or just in some kind of mini series that lead up to the movie. You know what I mean? A
yeah,
part of her origin, sound like a mini series or something
exactly.
like that. A three
Yeah,
a 3 or 4 part mini series of her origin and
right.
Batman help
At least with
her
Arrow, I'll say this:
for
all
her.
the seasons were
The come
great. I actually enjoyed all
was
seasons.
this because you look at some of the source material and stuff like that. You look at Green Arrow. The Green Arrow show is actually
Yeah,
good,
yeah. Well,
and that's the
I
reason why
liked
I
all the seasons. Heck, one of my
yeah
favorite fights was between the Green Arrow and Damien Dark in season
yeah
4.
yep, and that's the reason why
Because
I was kind of surprised that he ain't got no movie. That's why I kind of surprised
yeah, I know. And
because thing about
also
oh
with being a huge Arrowverse fan like how I am, I
yeah
why do you think I based my character off of my OC Ranger off of the Green Arrow? It was paying the Green Arrow respect, but also making myself able to
yeah
survive in the Power Ranger universe and whatever I'm dealing with.
yeah yeah shoot and kind of like this thing about this Ant-Man movie, man.
Heck,
Some of this
I'll
Ant-Man movie just
even say this: Green Arrow could probably beat Ant Man's butt like that.
yeah. Yeah, he could be because you remember up in the Arrowverse, he was fighting Adam. Remember Adam
Yeah,
in the show? He fought
yep,
Adam and almost killed him. Remember he almost killed him?
yep. I
And plus the
remember.
Adam and put them Adam just had to move out the way and say, "You almost killed me." He said, but you shouldn't try to sneak up on me. That jump don't work on me
Right,
because
and plus
the
it
thing about
suits
it,
his reflexes.
yeah, this is the thing. If Flash can't scare him, if Flash can't scare him, what make you think that you could?
Right,
If and Flash is faster, reflexes, everything to you. And Green Arrow actually trained just how to train to fight all enemies, big and small.
yep,
The because think about it, in my opinion, what I think that and for this Ant-Man movie that for him to get beat like by ants and stuff like that, we all know that Kane just got power, a whole lot of power. And Kane up in the comic books is an Avenger level 3. And for him, and for him, in my opinion, to get beat by ants, and that's what people. If you looking, I do not care. I do not care in my opinion. If the ants is involved, that's what it's ants. And but the thing about the ants don't got more power than King. And but the thing about whoever,
Yeah, King is like what you said. He's a he should be a universe level threat.
yeah, because man, man, that junk got on my nerve, and people will make an excuse telling some that Bridget King is not that powerful. If you look at the movie, King has said, King has said, and one of the lines in the movie, if you look at it multiverse, he said he actually killed Avengers in the movie and stuff like that. He killed Avengers level 3 already, so like Thor and stuff like that, up in other
Hmm.
universes. And that telling me, and that's telling me in my opinion, if you willing to kill Thor and you can kill Iron Man and all that stuff like that, Ant Man, Ant Man, in my opinion, should not be in my opinion just no trouble for you to kill and beat.
True.
And that's
Yeah,
my problem
I totally agree.
because the lines, because multiverse. If you look at this movie, some of the lines in the movie just would contradict the power level that you see from this man. It would contradict it because think about for me, if you was able to kill Thor, Iron Man, all the other Avengers just on other Earth, why in the world could you not beat Ant Man and ants and stuff like that? Which don't make no sense, in my opinion. Because we know that Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk is more powerful than Ant Man.
Exactly.
Because think about it, shoot, my hype is down now just to see him in the next movie. My hype is down. My hype is not actually up. Just seeing him just getting beat by ants. Unless they give him a power up next movie or something like that, or some kind of new armor or something, just to explain the reason why Ant Man beat him, and and they better say Ant Man got new powers or something like that, or some kind of boost. Just for the quantum realm, because you know what I mean, some type of quantum realm power.
Well,
Ant Man got some of
isn't
that.
isn't the quantum realms basically another version of the multiverse?
Yeah. It's one of the worlds. It's one of the worlds, because like everybody that was that quantum realm, Kang had conquered them just on other Earths, and some of them had escaped onto that quantum realm, and Kang had came there when they hide it, and he actually conquered that one too. And that's why they call him Kang the Conqueror, because he was going around the universe conquering stuff. He
Right.
was he was conquering and killing people, and just for somebody just to exile him there and stuff like that. On that telling me, in my opinion, that it took somebody real powerful just just to banish him, that just to the quantum realm somewhere. That's very powerful. And for the thing about for me, who would that character be? Who was actually who just unless it was that Loki king that had actually was the one that banished him there. Cause shoot, that's the only person that I could think of that could beat a king at just another king. I think, in my opinion,
Yeah.
unless it was Professor, and kind of like the and kind of like my other opinion also his daughter, Cassidy, she just was explaining to do next movie. Just to tell us how she got that smart to be able to do the quantum realm stuff. And plus, no one line taught some she was studying with Hank Pym. I said, wait a minute now. You can study with people, but that's what it doesn't mean that you're a genius who able to explain everything that going on that Hank Pym doing, which don't make no sense in my opinion. But that's what I let that go. I let that go. The first part in the movie of her and the quantum realm and stuff like that, and how she built it. I let it go. But that's what that second part in the movie.
Yeah.
I could not. I could not, in my opinion, just let it go because think about it. She caused that whole thing, and Hank Pym. If those two suckers right there just want to build the particle machine just to go inside the quantum realm and put the lady Michelle Pfeiffer the just the old walls, she's a problem too because things she wouldn't have tell nobody the reason why that that she was so glad just to erase the quantum realm. She ain't tell nobody just to the last minute, just to the show
Yeah.
start. Because think about it, if you know a man that just as dangerous as Kane that down there just in the quantum realm, you would tell your friends and family it just in case
Exactly.
they get stuck there. That what I thought. That what I thought. If you see a bad guy or some type of evil person down there, everything like that, that you be able to tell somebody, and tell your families and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That what I thought. That what I would do, and that kind of causes too in a way. And Hank Pym and Hank Pym, in my opinion, just was irresponsible just by letting Cassidy help him build that machine because we all know that you need to test stuff before you even turn it on. They didn't even test it because she tell them that the janitor lady, the old washer had tell them just that tell them to turn off the machine because Cassidy had turned on the quantum realm machine for a signal. And they said that that they were building a machine and doing the quantum realm thing for a while. I said, wait a minute, for a while. Ain't nobody say nothing how long they was doing it. They didn't say um how they got started. I ain't see no tools laying around and stuff like that. I ain't see no wires, no tools, nothing that's hanging around. I said, wait a minute. So you want me to turn my brain off? Y'all want me to turn my brain off? Y'all don't want me to use critical thinking in this movie because think about it. If you use critical thinking throughout this movie, you be mad. You be mad if you try to use like critical thinking throughout the movie and what you know of the characters that's in the comic book and stuff like that. They do not act like the characters though in the comic book no more. It sound like Hank Pym. He don't even act like Hank Pym no more. Janet, she keeping secrets. She being a hoe. The 30 years before she came back home. That's not her. The MCU just I changed her into a hoe. And plus Cassidy, they I changed her to be disrespectful towards the daddy. I say that after the daddy got her out of jail, and she should have kept her mouth shut throughout the ride. That's just me and my opinion about it.
Yeah.
And man, I hate that junk, man. Because because a movie expect you to turn your brain off, and you put do critical thinking, and plus and put the comments time or something. They put the comments everything time or something. It's just like Star Wars. That's a Star Wars lie. That's a Star Wars lie.
Right.
And they talk some medicine. He was kind of medicine just for just when the people just have men to work for it and stuff like that. Just like making them work for it, everything like that. And it sounded like the lines was kind of bad. The storyline is kind of bad for him. Man, he was kind of the best actor though in the movie though. Jonathan Majors as Kane. He was the best one. which is sad because the movie is called Antman and the Wasp, the Quantum Realm. It wasn't called Kane and the Wasp. And that's kind of like my opinion about it and stuff like that, and everything else like that. And kind of like the other comments that people saying about this movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Rosa Para by the Daily Chile. She said Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania is the visual exploitation filled with childish jokes. Yep. We was saying this for the longest about the MCU. Did the multiverse just for the last 2 or 3 streams by the movies. It's childish or certain stuff they do. And they put it say underwritten character face. Yep. We were saying this. And Phase 5 has me asking, why should I root for the little guy when there's a Titan like Majors portraying Kane? And that's sad. That's sad. That's sad because you should be rooting for the hero once you get out.
Exactly.
Now, on the Quantum Realm,
well, you should be rooting for the hero any story, and quit for today's society, it seems like they're always leaning towards the villain nowadays. It's like we've been, as us being creators, we look to our heroes to give us inspiration to do TikTok, to do YouTube, to create like groups in Facebook and stuff, so that we can be our own heroes for others to look towards and stuff like that. And that's why I'm still standing with my desire to still be, no matter what, it's like, no matter what, there's always going to be villains, and there's always going to be heroes that will always rise to the occasion to try to wake society up from being under like drugs and stuff. Say, hey, wake up! You gotta focus on what's more important.
Because you look at it, most of America already just woken up already to just most of the dirty stuff already. That it kind of like the government can't really control us, nothing like that. They just could work with us, but they can't control us. Sound like the other countries and stuff like that. That's under dictatorship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them, for some of them. And kind of like the bad thing about this Ant-Man, the Wasp movie and stuff like that. And the kind of like the bad thing about it is sound like the people like they're just talking about Paul Rudd and plus Jonathan Majors, and plus the Wasp performance. Everybody else been lost in these reviews because that's telling me, in my opinion, throughout the viewing experience, that the critics didn't like Hank Pym. The critics didn't like the way that that the older Wasp was written, and plus the daughter that was recast. Because that's what they're telling me, in my opinion.
Right.
And kind of like the other thing that is kind of disrespectful, I think, in my opinion, for King, it sounds like, why do you get beat by ants? Just all the things you could get beat by. You get beat by ants.
Right.
And this should have beat him just by his
I think instead of killing Kang with the ants, it should have been the entire ant family completely destroying him.
No, no, it's what it was. That
I was
cause
meaning
they
the entire Ant-Man, Wasp, and Hank Pym, everyone
oh yeah.
should came together to defeat him instead of having actual ants destroy him.
Yeah, yeah. Because you look at that scene, that would ooh, and they did Mordok wrong this movie, bro. They did Mordok dirty. I say, God, though, I never felt sorry for a villain in my life, and Mordok was that villain that I actually felt sorry for. Because you look at the PC phone games and stuff like that of just Avengers games and stuff like that just got Mordok. Should they put more respect into Mordok just than this movie did? The video
Right.
games, the video, and they put more respect into Mordok background more than this one. And kind of like for me, and kind of like for me, in my opinion, it's also if you know that he trusts his machines more than himself, and he killed himself because he trusts the machine, everything like that to kill people, and this to use the real machine to kill him just because of his arrogance and stuff like that. And that would have made this more sense than me. That would have. And and kind of like for the post credit scenes, the one with the man with the mask, Doctor Doom. I'm kind of scared right now. I'm kind of scared right now that just what they're gonna do with him, or they might dumb him down, or he might be one of those background characters just in a few movies, just for like Kang and stuff like that. Pride can feel
Yeah.
that he's in charge, and he just pop up all of a sudden on this Doctor Doom. That would be a good thing. And plus, and kind of like the bad, and kind of like the bad thing about this Ant-Man movie, it could have been so much better, and that's kind of like the bad thing about it, because then, you can tell that the camera people did their job and did their job. It seemed like the writers and plus the directors just should have did better. I think, in my opinion, it's time for storytelling, the quantum realm story. That just me. Because if I was a writer, I just say my opinion. What would look right, what would the writing be like, and how would Kang lose in a fight in Ant-Man? His arrogance. They should use his arrogance against him. Because we know Kang that on this big old Kang that just in the that in MCU right now, he's not that much of a threat right now. He's not much of a threat. Because anybody for him, for him, in my opinion, to get beat by some evolved and some like people on TikTok is actually defending this movie based on storytelling and stuff like that. Because it's also it's a good story. Read the comic books. I said, I said to myself, I'm not gonna read the comic books just until I see the movie. Because I said to myself, okay, shoot, I read the comic books. I go to the
Yeah.
movie theaters. I be hyped. I come out. I come out mad because that is the reason why, in my opinion, that's just I don't like to read comic books before I look at that movie. That just me because think about it. If you read the comic books and you expect the same comics in that one that be in the other one, then shoot then you then you gonna be disappointed. if you expect the comics to deal with the MCU to be in a comic book movie, man, so you dream about that. And that's kind of like the in in multiverse, and that's what. Did you ever heard of an ant just being so involved up in the Ant-Man lore that ant could break through a shield just by Kane? Because last time I checked, it couldn't do that. Because thing about it, sure, I saw that scene on TikTok. You know what I say? I gotta look at the whole movie just to see the purpose of that scene that's showing TikTok and everything like that. I look at the movie. I saw that scene. I was mad. I say, God, though, you telling me that y'all tell me that the person that made this movie, you did you did not have enough respect just for Jonathan Majors came just to fight just to fight him. In my opinion, come on now. And, and plus, you look at the movie. He was actually smart. He was actually manipulating people when he had to and stuff like that. And he was sound like he was sound like a general sound like that once he take over and stuff. You know what I mean? Multiverse that he saw his ruler once he take over something. Shoot, that just yours or something like that. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And plus the thing about it, the thing about my opinion, to tell us some explain a multiverse. You telling me you couldn't explain it in No Way Home? You couldn't explain it in Loki, was Loki there a little bit? You couldn't explain it in WandaVision, which they make no sense in my opinion. You couldn't explain it in
Like
all these movies.
the DC explains the multiverse better than frickin' Marvel ever could.
They did it in a trailer. Did it in a because you look at the
Yeah,
Flash trailer.
but
The Flash trailer explained the multiverse up in 15 30 seconds. Just that Marvel couldn't do it in just in 2 or 3 movies. It took all that just to explain the multiverse.
I'll even say the Arrowverse even did better too.
Yeah, yeah. And kind of like the bad thing, in my opinion. I think the DC Blue Beetle movie is gonna be way better than it's than it's Ant-Man and the Quantum Realm movie, which is sad. Which is sad for me to say, but true.
Yeah, I understand that too, man.
And it kind of like for me, kind of like me for this movie, I did not, I did not come into this movie wanting to hate it. I did not come into this movie wanting just just wanting to say all these critiques about the movie. I wanted this movie to be excellent. It sounded like the Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Rises and stuff like that. All them Christopher
And
Nolan movies.
also Batman Begins, the Dark Knight
Yeah,
trilogy, basically.
yeah, yeah. I wanted this movie to be like at least compliment just those movies since they say the multiverse, everything like that. They're supposed to explain it. And
Yeah,
it kind of like the bad thing, on the bad thing about it, that the Loki series episode 6 and 5 explain the multiverse better than this movie right here,
yeah, I believe it.
and that's bad. That's bad because we had No Way Home, which didn't explain multiverse at all. It just had villains in it. Just with 3 Spider-Mans, And plus, if you look at dang, the Doctor Strange, the multiverse of madness, that kind of explained a little bit. He did that Doctor Strange has explained it a little bit, but the thing is that
Yeah.
he did it a little bit. He was the only one that tried to explain the multiverse. Yeah, he was the only one that actually did it throughout the movie. The Doctor Strange. He
No,
was the one that did it.
even okay, even with me doing my
And,
TikTok videos, you can tell I
yeah,
explain the multiverse better than Marvel and Disney ever could too.
yeah, and that's a bad thing about it because the thing is, Disney is a multi-billion-dollar company, and we shouldn't be coming up just with better ideas than them
And and
because
and I'm like, wow, it seems like even fans of Marvel is like out trumping frickin' uh the whole entire thing of Disney and Marvel because us TikTok creators we're doing it's the way that we branch out with like for
they
me
is trying
branching
to
out with
defend.
other creators and they're like yeah
Mm,
we should do a crossover.
yeah, yeah, because you look at it that because like the TikTokers that actually saw this movie, that actually Marvel fans, most of them suckers is just trying to defend this movie. And, and
Yeah.
plus, I know just when I say to myself, if there was a DC movie, some of these same TikTokers and YouTubers just were ranting on it. They would have been critiquing it. They would have been saying is special effects good or not, and everything else like that. Because we know this, because we know this true. That just by people that is MCU and Marvel fans. Man, we all know this about them. They don't like deep story. I noticed that about them. I noticed I noticed about Marvel fans is that Marvel fans don't like deep stories. Because you look at Black Panther, the Black Panther story was actually good, but that's what it was deep at the same time. It was good but deep at the same time and stuff like that. And some people hated that, told some that movie was too serious. I say too serious. Black Panther is a serious character. What in the world do you expect? Did it expect the Black Panther to be funny? And he's a king? Come on now. That just don't make no sense. You know that barcode that does about the Marvel fans want the Black Panther to be funny? I said, wait a minute now. The Black Panther is not a funny character, but it's what it seemed like to me though, because they want everybody to be funny, and that's not possible just for all the characters in Marvel to be funny because you need serious characters. So like Captain America, he was serious, but that's what it just was lines that was saying were funny a little bit. But but if you look at the old phase one and phase two, it was characters that were funny. It was characters that was serious. It was characters that was in between. But the characters still can blend in without agendas and stuff like that. And you can tell that in phase one and two and some of three that they care about the story. It seemed
Yep.
like in this one, it seemed like in phase four, they don't care about the story mostly. They just care about pushing an agenda and stuff like that. I say, why are you worrying about if somebody black, white, Asian, and anything else like that? You should be worrying about the writing of the story and everything else like that, in my opinion. But that's just me. That's just me, in my opinion. So that's what I thought that you should put a movie that's there and everything like that at time for the MCU. And it kind of like the Shang-Chi movie was actually good and serious too. But the thing is, sound like people didn't like that movie because it was too serious. They say, I say Marvel people that they do y'all want all y'all movies to be funny. They would seem like to me because they got Guardians 1 in the top five. I say Guardians 1 is not a top five movie of the MCU if you count phase 1 and 2. And you count some of 3, man, come on now. You, you, you can name 5 movies that's better than Guardians 1. Come on, because that's too easy. You know what I mean? Multiverse, it's kind of like they hype up certain movies. The
Yeah,
fans of that the MCU. Because they
that's
hype up
that's true.
because they hype up one division and say that jump was a masterpiece, the whole series. I look at it, that that show wasn't it was a cool show, but the show wasn't a masterpiece, something like they were saying, which got me mad because I was thinking that I was seeing Professor Xavier, this was storyline they were using because they said they were using the House of M because should the House of M got the X Men's and should I was expecting X Men's up in that show and we ain't got it because all we got is Agatha, Wanda made up kids, and Vision that's white now, and for the white Vision, I say come on, I say come on now, and kind of like the bad thing about it, the bad thing about it, should the MCU fans just forgot about Vision that that left in WandaVision
Yeah,
because you look at the reviews and the features and stuff like that that people make on TikTok and stuff like that, uh, and none of them hardly bring up Vision. None of them ask this for Vision at. They don't ask for Wanda at. They don't ask when Iron Man at and stuff like that because be,
so they're basically disregarding the other characters.
yeah, and just going to the new ones.
Yeah,
And and that's a bad thing because the thing about it, shoot, I hate to tell them, they need Captain America and Iron Man back. I hate to say it like
I
that.
have to agree with that.
That is the only way, in my opinion, to save this universe. Because this king right here that got beat by ants, he, he got to come back mad, and he come back mad because we know Ant-Man is just not good with strategy. Um, Doctor Strange is good, but that's what he got any help unless you bring in Wand. She-Hulk is strong, but that's
Yeah,
what that Hulk is. But the Hulk that on the Marvel Ruffalo now is sound like Professor Hulk. It got to boost that up a little bit. Be,
yeah,
be,
I have to
be,
agree on that.
because you gonna have to face
Oh,
Kane,
yeah,
and it's kind of like the thing about it. That could that Iron Man come back and say that he made a suit just to be able to survive inside the ring, and he just come out just as superior Iron Man,
yeah.
Robert
That's
Downey Jr.
there's a possibility because Iron Man has been resurrected by some sort of way.
Yeah, yeah. Because the thing about it, if you look at some of the way that Iron Man came back, and he had that gray suit with the gems on him and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Shoot, that'd be a good. But that was me. Then that was me. I was Captain America. I'll probably come back.
yeah,
But the problem is, I think that Captain Rogers just might come back young because we know that just where you had messed up a lot of stuff at Tom Holland Spider Man. Remember, Tom Holland Spider Man, he messed up a whole lot of stuff because of the wish that he was making
Right.
up. And you made Doctor Strange movie or something like that, or Spider Man. And kind of like for me, shoot, Peter Parker talked too much during the spell. Because
Yeah.
everybody he asked some because because they he asked Doctor Strange for help, and he busy talking during the spell. We all know, we all know up in there that we deal with sorcerers that we don't move or talk most of the time,
Yeah.
and and kind of on this movie, this Antman movie, the on the tone is not very scary. The new worlds and stuff like that, it's how it is.
Yeah.
It's how it is. It's how it is most of the time. It just like it just like a big old MCU regular movie that just bigger than the second Ant-Man movie, and that's it. Because you look at it, if an I thought that in my opinion that we would see different worlds and stuff like that, and that's kind of the bad thing that's just, I don't like half the time to do with the MCU because that Ant-Man movie I give it a 3.5 out of 5, and that is a fair
Yeah.
score because then about it because then about if I just was boy, I would have said just a 2.5 out of 5, but for me in my opinion, my grade is a 3.5 out of 5 for the movie. Because the movie just could have did better, just the characteristics, just with all the disrespect, everything like that. Shoot, that just me. That's what I bet some MCU fanboy just might go, just might go to my TikTok or YouTube or one of my pain or one of my past videos and type in, "I'm just a DC fanboy. I'm just being biased." I bet that coming. I bet that coming this year
I
or
bet
next
you
year.
that'll
Or
also
must I?
come to mind since I'm with you too, and blame me for agreeing with you too, because well, society's being dumb with how everything is, and also people are treating each other so bad nowadays that there's actually no peace in this world.
Yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better just for people that just doing therapy and stuff like that. It's getting better at certain parts, and certain parts is not. And 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 kind of problem is to I blame the parents of some of it too, because anybody
Yeah.
as a parent, so you should tell your kids not to bully people and stuff like that, not to bully people and just be nice to people, everything else like that. That what I thought you supposed to do as a parent, stuff like that. But I guess not.
Yeah.
I guess not because you look at some of the parents, it's just as bad as the kids,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the bad thing too. And but the bad thing is shoot that just to teach the kids a lesson, you gotta have to tell your kid that just to beat that kid up in self defense,
Yep.
just to stand their ground and stuff like that. It,
Having issues, bro?
and plus you
Oh, Zell Nation King has Power Ranger news.
and it,
Huh.
In multiverse.
What up?
You know the comic fairy news that the Green Ranger girlfriend be the new Cosmic Fairy Ranger, orange one.
Yeah.
yeah that yeah, yeah it puts you on orange,
Um,
right? It would it would they say that it puts you on orange ranger or something like that, just with Cosmic Fury. But the
yeah,
thing is, shoot that I still don't know about that actor or actress that they might use. And that's a good. You don't know everything about it and stuff like that.
Yeah. Besides, let's just wait. Okay, this is my theme for Cosmic Fairy. Let's just wait till April when Cosmic Fairy is supposed to be coming out anyway, guys. And and besides, that's when it'll come out. Besides, I know
Oh, you good?
on the weekend of first and third will be my birthday weekend, and I'm gonna enjoy it because it's also gonna happen to be WrestleMania weekend for myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sure.
April 1st through the third
That's
is
pretty much a good
my
thing right
birthday
there.
weekend.
And kind of like shoot that, and kind of like thing shoot that. Just when the Blue Beetle movie come out, just on HBO Max, I might have a watch party of it or something like that.
Yeah,
But
I
the thing
I
is,
don't
shoot,
know if
I
I'll
just can't
have a
promise about that.
watch party for that. I'm gonna make
That
sure
watch
that
party
my
based
internet's
on
up
the
for
Blue Beetle movie.
TikTok live.
Yeah, because think about it,
Well,
shoot.
I don't know.
Because think
Can
about
I
it, shoot.
actually
I
do
hope
like
that
live
movie.
stream
I
on YouTube by
I
using
hope that movie probably.
StreamYard?
Yeah, that and they kind of like, in my opinion, shoot. I can't really show the movie here. Just I know that HBO is strict just by showing this
Yep,
stuff
exactly.
on screen. Everything. Shoot, I go to have that
Well,
HBO up and stuff
WrestleMania
like
is
that
going to
and look at
be
it.
on Peacock Live anyway, so first and second
Yeah,
of April anyway. So I'm excited for that because I'm
be,
actually wanting frickin' uh Cody Rhodes to defeat Roman Reigns.
yeah. He might beat Roman Reigns up for one of the belts, but that's what he not getting on both of them.
No,
Be just for the rest.
right?
Be because like you have Cody just for one of the belts. You have to keep that belt
Yeah, I understand that.
because shoot, they probably could bring Bray Wyatt, Sokoa, AJ Styles. It's so many matches.
Oh yeah,
It's so many
definitely.
matches that we can have. Because they might shoot that they're taking the belt off of Roman Reigns won't affect them though because look at his character is bigger than the belts. It sounds like John Cena that the having the belts on this crown. Be you notice when the Roman is still cheer and boom
Yep.
without the
Well,
belts.
Montreal was 100 or 1,000 times right behind Sammy for elimination chamber.
It's to the tribal. He just embraced it and he changed his character. And
Yeah.
because they invite, if you look at it, should you the the Dudley Boys stay together all
Yep.
their career. Undertaker and Kane stay together all their career. WWE need to stop try to break up bloodlines and stables because that jump don't work. Because they tried with the Shield two or three times because then once you break it up the first time, people stop being invested in. And that's the reason why I think you shouldn't break up stables. I think, in my opinion,
Right.
they not being there. Sound like uh, Hulk Hogan wasn't there some of the time. The other people wasn't there some of the time, but the stables because they were my and sound like back for the MCU. I am just how Doctor Doom is gonna be power up to apply this universe because think about it. If they dumb down Kane, I feel sorry
Yeah.
for I feel sorry for Doctor Doom because
Yeah.
we all know that Kane supposed to be Doom about to be dumbed down and think about it. Shoot, I about to be ranked just about Doctor Doom not acting like Doctor Doom. I will be ranting and analyzing that trailer. And that's kind of the bad thing that I don't like sometimes. It sounds like they have characters not acting. Sound like the first bad guy turned good guy character to act like themselves was the Winter Soldier. Because you look at it, shoot, the Winter Soldier was evil and good at the same time. He just was Michael. Because you look at Sebastian Stan, like like you actually fix stuff like that up in Winter Soldier and Civil War and stuff like that when he was evil. But the thing is once I saw him ants down beat him and stuff like that, I say I ain't scared of that man no more. Making jokes on it. I say, and this just the first week. They making jokes about this movie, man. I say, come on now. That Quantum Media movie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That not about making jokes. I said, never mind. I keep on saying I'm good. Because you cannot be telling me that this character Kane supposed to be Avengers level threat, and you don't even show why he's Avengers level threat until the end, post credit scene. And plus, you want to know, we're talking about.
Um.
Be they had a whole lot of holes at the end of this movie, and to put the bad thing about it, he was the highlight of this movie. Jonathan Majors and King character
Oh.
because
Yeah.
that shoot. The bad thing about it is that the Antman family came together, made the movie better, right along with Kane. I shouldn't be saying that Kane was the highlight, besides Paul Rudd
Right.
and and plus plus the walls and stuff. That's it. That's bad. And multiverse. And and plus, do you ever thought of the Zordon rule identity with family just with a dumb rule? Because for me, I think the rule dumb because if you look at it on Rita and everybody already know that you is a Power Ranger already. Rita, Rita, Rita lowers it, and plus whatever your villain is,
Yeah.
they already know
I
that
see
rule
your point
didn't
there,
never make no
but
sense to me.
there was
That
only one villain
identity.
that managed to destroy the connection to the morphing grid. And don't forget, Fight Night actually did successfully destroy their connection to the morphing grid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It pretty
And the
took
only way that they
New
were
Joy, right?
able to defeat Mighty Morphin was to turn back time.
Yeah, yeah, because it's each season, Mighty Morphin was getting stronger with their powers the longer that they had it.
Yeah.
Because the first season it was good. The second
It
season
was Dino
and
power,
destroying the
then
villains
the
much easier.
Thunder power, and then the Ninja power.
The Thunder, yeah, involving they was having news and thing about it, could you count Ninja as a demigod uh, up in the Project Universe? Since he
Uh,
could pass on
I
power
consider
coins
him at least.
and actually make them.
I say as equivalent as
because
he was a mentor, similar to that of Zort. I would say similar to that, kind of like think of him as being like the robotic version of RJ from Jungle Fury, kind of, or the he could be
oh
been
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Ninja, you could you look at it. Ninja and RJ could get along real good. If two ever got together, it'd be like a comedy show. Both
right,
of them, because they shoot they're funny and they can also fight at the same time. And he would actually give RJ just an upgrade, just with his upgrade with your suit or something like that if you like you and stuff like that.
yeah,
And put this Ninja brother, and they didn't show that in one of these seasons because she knew that, or a sister or something. Because you know it's like this, because you know it's like one of the things that Ninja was sad just doing the Mighty Morphin season. He said he had a family and stuff like that,
yeah.
and put the thing about it in my but the thing about it, I wanted to see his brother um come come and work with him, or they might be just um two separate teachers. Sound like the Ninja Academies. I think something like that. And 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 kind of like in my opinion, that kind of like the one problem that was referring because you remember when they said it took the three, and plus we all know that if it wasn't for Jared, Weekend and Daishi, that Daishi would have been beating them all, because that was the one prophecy I didn't agree with right there. That just about the three students, because it beat because three students couldn't beat Daishi without Jared help and 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 Jungle Fury. Just at the end, unless I'm wrong or something like that.
Uh, I can
The
I do
ending,
see your point there on that. Yeah.
because you look at the ending of Jungle Fury, because that's what, if it wasn't for Jared learning
What
that
Jungle Fury
persona
actually
power
should have
just by the
actually five.
um, um the Jungle Beast,
Yeah.
yeah, because like for me, that um uh, this because we all know that had big old die she influence will actually just another bad guy waiting to take his place. This should have some kind
Okay.
of part two to that.
What? Okay.
I think in
What if
my opinion that
Jungle
would be better
Fury
to
was
have Jungle
actually
part two.
supposed to have
And
five? What if Jungle Fury would is actually would have had five Rangers instead of three at the start. Five chosen protectors
Okay.
to defeat Daishi.
And they posted did a Civil War type show, um Pentagon or something like that. Different Power Rangers. They posted did a Civil War type show. Sound like
Yeah,
some of the Power Rangers work for the government and some of the Power Rangers that work outside the government and stuff like that. It would have been like Civil War, life in the MCU,
yeah,
but kind of better. And Disney say no. Disney has say no, and that's the reason why right there that shows I don't like Disney time for certain franchises that they had.
yeah,
Disney sometimes they don't like violence. I know saying,
yeah. But thank God that Netflix has Power Rangers
but you
under.
willing to let She-Hulk up her.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah, Hasbro. It's not Hasbro too.
yeah. But Hasbro is working with Netflix.
Shoot. I just with Hasbro. They would keep it because they like
Yeah,
shoot. They need to bring back Junior Fairy on Netflix, Junior Fairy, Time Force, like some of them are just on stuff just back over there. That's just my opinion on it. Based on the Pioneer stuff, shoot, man, some of the Pioneer stuff because you can't bring because they would shoot the Civil War type thing. Um, because and not for registration, there'd be like Ninja Storm, Mighty Mouse be the teams that be for being free. But for the
yeah.
team that be for the government, they'd be like Time Force, SPD, and Beast Morphers. Those be the three I think
And
that
don't
be
forget
for like the government
Lightspeed
side.
Rescue too.
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't work for the government though. They kind of separate. That would be for the
Oh
people.
yeah. Hell, the
That's
Vigilante
a whole
Rangers
separate
are
organization
basically a
that
vigilante group
these
that
people.
that we each came out with our own rangers and 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 we also are also we're not controlled by the government too.
Yeah, that's
Even though
yeah,
that
and that's
yes
what the
we're
government went
fighting
like this.
outside of the law and stuff and
Yeah,
in order to protect everyone, I'm
and
I'm
plus we helping
the
people.
multiverse trainer is gonna be going to prison as a become a inmate in a prison.
They would take my regular prison too. They take my
Yeah,
they would take me to prison too. They would take me to prison too. Right along with you,
yeah.
based on my
Well,
values.
yeah,
Because there's I fight for good. I fight for good, everything like that. But that's what I like to work outside the law. Certain stuff.
exactly.
And kind of like the yeah. And cause you look at Time Force, SPD, And the other rangers, they like to work when in the law. They wouldn't like us. They
No,
wouldn't
they
like us and
wouldn't.
stuff like that because it's in Beast Morpher. Yeah, because they got Beast Morpher inside the Beast Morpher the Beast member, the Silver Ranger or something like that came down from his thing, the Robot Man or something like that with his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know it was just from a whole nother galaxy that do stuff outside the law. And kind of like the only thing right now that keep me up is this energy drink right here. I'm drinking the W thing, and it keep me up, man. Man, good. Because the next one I want to get, shoot, I want the raspberry though next, the next one I get, because the one I got right here, um,
Yeah.
it's lemonade. That's kind of good though. It's Dragonade though.
Hmm. Might have to have you mail some to me there, Zell. and,
I'll probably get to
and,
show you.
yeah, mail them to me. I'll send you my mailing address to help out, and I can put it as being a little promotion on TikTok too.
Because the one I got was the starter pack. I think I ordered one though. I had ordered a starter pack. It
Oh,
come with the one is starter, the other one. But you go to the website and on the link on my thing. But it do
yeah.
got a starter pack one for you, your cup and 2 year package just for people who
Hmm.
want to get it and stuff like that. Because the thing about it, they give you a choice. They give you a starter pack and everything else like that, and that'd be a good thing.
Yeah.
Because should that good for people who just want to start a pack and stuff like that, that who don't want to start with a big one? Because the thing I got the big one though. That if I got the starter pack and actually like that one right here, I got the big one though right now.
Oh,
Just
nice.
kind of like dragging it, but it's different. But it's different flavor though and stuff like that, and different flavors in it.
Hmm.
But the next one that kind of next and put come with a cup. The starter pack come with a cup. I got this one though, the cup right here.
Oh, nice.
It come with a cup. Yeah, it come with a cup in 2 package. Just as a starter pack thing.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, yeah, and that's kind of thing. That I want to do. Sometimes that just for people who got low energy, sometimes something like that. I just tell them to start with a starter pack first. if,
You're
if
right.
if they don't want the big one, I just tell them that just buy the starter pack first. Wait for it to come to the house. If you like that one, then you order the big one or something like that. And plus, you could use the starter code, the ordering code and stuff like that. Let me see, because they got a code thing. I know I got one though, but I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out if it didn't change anything like that. Because the discount code is my name though. If you click on the link or something like that on the YouTube channel thing stuff like that, you will see my name just as the discount code because they got one in black. The shaker cup starter pack. Because they got the cup and the starter pack thing done for
Yeah.
$14.99 and stuff like that. Shoot. Wait a minute, I probably get it because shoot, be, because the time for me shoot, I just want to show people that it's different choices and stuff like that, and drinks and starter packs and stuff. It's different packs and stuff like that that they can get. Because like the one I got, shoot, I got that early on the double thing. And once I sign up for it and everything like that, I saw it on TikTok. I think it's on like the W Energy drinks on that just for screamers and stuff like that who want to sign up for it. I sign up for it. They put it give me approval. That shit they just sponsor me and stuff like that. And that was the one thing I like
Yeah.
the because the thing is should it's going to be a real big streamer to get sponsorships and stuff like that. If your code get enough sales and stuff like that under your sponsorship and stuff like that, they kind of help you out with that. Because like to shoot because like the sales shoot because just because I know you get about 30% off if you were sponsored by them and stuff like that. If you sponsored by them, you get about 30% off, which I know you do. I think in my opinion, yeah, yeah, it is. It, if you get approved by them and stuff like that, because you get certain sales and stuff like that, different regular customers don't get unless you give your just your subs and followers, um, give your subs and followers certain things, stuff like that. Just that's what I learned about that. Because my code is my name, but shoot, I probably got to put it on screen though. I'll put my I definitely anybody who wanna that's mine that when you go on the website and stuff like that and click on my link that's on the YouTube channel and stuff like that, everything like that multiverse and dark code. If y'all
All right.
want to buy the starter pack, if you use this code right here, you get a 10% off the code thing.
Okay.
Uh, that off the sale. Click on the link that's on the YouTube channel because I'm just to help y'all save some money. It's just instead of y'all just paying the whole the whole thing. You know what I mean? Shoot, I just want
Yep.
to help my friends and stuff like that. Save money and stuff
Yep.
like that. If Phantom wants some, then you just you tell him the code and stuff like that. If he wants some,
Yep.
but he got to click on the link though. Shoot, because thing for me, shoot, I just want to get sponsored to be able to help my friends out, stuff like that. If they want to buy
Oh
stuff,
hell yeah. Hell, we're
just when I'm sponsored buying stuff like that.
in this group, we're basically the we can call ourselves the Power Ranger boys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because like because like for next stream, shoot, I want to talk about the best wrestlers throughout the decade in that stream. I want to talk about wrestling and plus the best old time anime stuff on that stream.
Yeah.
Wrestling anime stream. I just want to talk about because anybody shoot. I want to talk about wrestling just from one stream a little bit because
Oh
shoot,
hell yeah.
yeah, because shoot, it's a whole lot of history in wrestling and stuff like that. That's we are talking about.
Yeah,
Because you
and
know
also
people who want to come.
this goes
Um,
out to both of you. If you guys want to send me anything, I'll personally message you on Facebook and and TikTok my personal address if you guys want to send me something for my birthday on April 3rd, because my birthday will be April 3rd, like I said, and I'll be turning 35 this year.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because shoot, if you got a cash app or something like that, I've seen stuff like that too.
Well, I
You got
don't
cash
have
app?
cash
Yeah.
yet, but I do have Facebook Pay. That helps me out too.
Okay. Okay. I'll send by that. I'll send by that then.
Okay. All right. Facebook Pay will work because I have it linked with my debit card.
Oh. Oh. All right. All right. That. And I just want to end the live stream and just for next live stream, just for anybody who's looking. Next live stream, we gotta talk about wrestling, tag team championships. Who was the best champions? All the tag teams, singles,
Yep.
inter, inter, intercontinental, United States championship, and just even championships that is forgotten that people just don't want to talk about.
Right.
We were talking about in that stream, and plus, and barcode. Do you got anything you want to promote? Anything like that?
Barcode.
Barcode.
Yeah, no, I don't actually don't have any promote.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you got anything that you want to promote or anything coming up? Just for anybody that's in the squad, anything like that?
Uh, Phantom's been the Phantom Ranger of the Ranger Squad has been gearing up on TikTok by doing a lot of videos of him and his gear and stuff for his like SPD
Oh yeah,
uh
Elite Four.
Dino Thunder shirt video and
Yeah,
stuff. I
yeah.
like to promote that for him because like how I always say, when one succeed, everyone succeed in the squad, and I
Oh,
consider you guys part of the squad too.
oh, okay,
So
okay.
you guys
Uh,
are part of the squad.
okay. Oh, I'll see y'all later, and plus, I'll see y'all next time. Talking about the wrestling. I'll see y'all
May power
later.
protect you.
All right.